Hi friends, Julie here, and welcome back to Finishing the Score. Today I've got an exciting announcement, and that is I am working on a new musical. Yes, on my channel Finishing the Score. I finally, once again, have a score to finish. So I'm really excited to take you along for the ride as I work on that musical. So the musical is an adaptation of Virginia Woolf's novel To the Lighthouse. The novel takes place in 1910 at a vacation home owned by the Ramsay family at the Isle of Skye in Scotland. The Ramsays are there for the summer, but as our story takes place, there's a number of house guests visiting for the weekend. Our adaptation is going to center the story of one of those house guests, Lily Briscoe, who is a painter who's struggling with imposter syndrome. In addition to themes of imposter syndrome, our adaptation is going to explore the role of women in society, as well as the different ways we can leave a legacy in the world. As a composer and a new mom, I feel these themes deeply in my soul, and I am very excited to dig into a piece that explores them and find the musical world of this story. I'm also excited to be collaborating with the fabulous Amy Andrews on this project, who is a lyricist, librettist, and dramaturg based in New York City, and she will be writing the book and lyrics while I will be writing the music. We met last year when we were both in the Musical Theater Writing Collective course. Amy is a co-founder of the Women in Theater Project and podcast, which aims to explore the experiences of women and other gender identities in the theater and break down barriers in those spaces. I highly recommend you go check out the podcast because it is a great listen. I put links down in the description below if you want to check out Amy's Instagram, website, or the Women in Theater Project. Along this journey, I plan to share with you guys exactly what it's like to be writing a musical. I have a day job and also I've got a baby at home, so I plan on doing the majority of the work on this project in the mornings before I go to work. Our goal is to have a completed first draft of the musical by February 2024. The Musical Theater Writing Collective offers a bi-weekly lab in which participants can sign up for a share slot, present work, and receive feedback from the group. So Amy and I are planning on taking advantage of these as regular deadlines in order to keep ourselves accountable and maintain the pace to hit our goal. All right, by day, I'm a mechanical engineer, and that means I love data, and I love seeing data in a pretty way, and I hope you do too, because one of the things I'm excited about is sharing the progress of our musical in graphical form. So, first off, here we have our song update. We have started and in fact completed our first song, What I See in You. This is a first act number in which Lily makes a connection with one of the other guests at the vacation home named William Banks. So we did complete that song and we presented it at the lab this past Sunday, the 12th. We did get some great feedback and we have a rewrite ahead of us, so that's something that we will be doing at some point in the future. But in the meantime, what we're going to be moving on to is a song tentatively titled Simple Love Song, which is a sort of a secondary couple love song between the two characters, Paul Rayleigh and Minta Doyle. Now, let's get into the numbers. So I've created this little dashboard to help visualize the amount of time spent in the different categories. So at the very top across here, I'm going to be tracking total time spent on this project. I've always wondered how long does it actually take to write a musical? I've never known anyone to track that information, so I hope you find this interesting. I'm going to also be tracking how many songs we complete and how many rewrites we complete. They say that musicals are not so much written as rewritten, so I'm interested to see how many rewrites is it going to take to actually get to our final place. I've got weekly writing meetings with Amy that I'm going to be tracking. And then there's some other things like project research and planning that are not specific to songs. Like I was looking at vocal ranges and some styles of music for inspiration, those kinds of things, project research and planning. And then finally presenting work for feedback at the bi-weekly labs. And then I've also got time spent by month. And then finally, time spent by song. I think this will be really interesting as I really get into songs. Some of them I imagine are going to be much easier writes than others. Some of them are going to require more rewrites than others. So that'll be an interesting one as we go forward. What this does not capture is the amount of time it took to read and study the actual source material and read the novel. But other than that, this includes all of the time that I have spent on the musical thus far. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. I will be creating more progress videos like this, but also some behind the scenes as I'm writing songs. I'll be showing you some tips and tricks that I'm using as I'm writing. And so if that sounds like something you're interested in seeing, please hit subscribe. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Finishing